All right, welcome back to DangIT Prodcast, the show where we talk about video games, anime, manga. My name is Justin. And welcome back, everybody. Well, hold on. Oh God, did something else pop up? Actually, you know what? To hold off on the flawless and almost flawless. Um, Good lord, dude. I don't know what's going on. Voice chat just like
What
doesn't.
happened?
It runs through a system where it's supposed to unmute you guys when the podcast things goes, or at least I think so, but it didn't. So
Sure.
my apologies. That's Phil. That's Mark. There you go.
Oh no, we were so close. I promise we are the most professional podcasters in the world.
Mm-hmm. By the way, we skipped
Absolutely
professional.
We skipped a what?
On that topic, we skipped a week.
Oh, that's right.
That's fair. No, that's on me. That's on me. I would have otherwise done it, but it was like there's too many birthday things going on last week, so I'm just not gonna do it.
Yeah.
How you guys been?
And then Halloween on a Friday. When do you ever get that, bro?
It's weird. That's weird.
It's very rare. I think next year it'll be on a Saturday. So.
Oh, okay.
Halloween on a weekend feels weird.
Halloween on a weekend is everyone's dream come true. You don't work. You just do Halloween on a Saturday. I mean, well, most people don't work. Let me rephrase that. You just trick or treat with the kiddos. You get super blasted by the end of the night. It's great.
Oh my
Dress
god!
your boy up this year?
Those two things are unrelated, by the way, per person.
No, yeah, of course, no, wait, hold on.
Phil, what are you trying to do next year?
It's like, wait.
That's terrible. That's not what I meant.
Did you dress your boy up this year?
I did. He was a little raccoon, and Katrina and I were trash workers. Katrina and I were trash workers, so we
you made him a little trash panda.
Yeah. It was really funny.
I mean,
except the hood didn't fit in his head, and so it kept slipping off. But it's good. It's good enough, man.
Yeah,
my friend over in Japan, his boy, who's been around for maybe 2 months now. Like they were dressed him up as Rengoku.
That's awesome.
Okay. Oh yeah.
We're gonna have to think of another family costume next year. So.
Yeah. Mark, do you celebrate in the form of just costume changes and whatnot?
I haven't in years, but I definitely will once I have a kid.
I was gonna say I'm with Mark on that one. This is the first time in years I've done it. So.
Oh, I see.
My sister goes all out. So. My sister definitely goes all out. Like her costume this year was really good. I'm actually kind of shook that she pulled it off well. It was her and her boyfriend Mark were Tenacious D. And it was let me be very clear what I mean by this.
Who was Jack Black?
My sister. So she was specific. So they were specifically Tenacious D from their look from the movie Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny. So she had the black shirt, the black jeans, walking around. She had a acoustic guitar on her. She had
Please tell me she had a fake. Please tell me she's a fake beard.
Yeah, fake goatee, fake beard. She's walking around, and then she designed and 3D printed and with the glow in the dark things, the Pick of Destiny.
Oh.
So
she was a 3D printer?
Yeah, so she was just walking around having it like glow in the dark on her neck. And she was walking around with the acoustic guitar, and then her boyfriend had a bald cap with the little bit, and he was Kyle Gass, and he had the sweater and the shorts. From the scene where they meet at the beach when they do Classico.
Why does she own a 3D printer?
I don't ask me, man. But she also had the Pick of Destiny, and he was walking around with an electric guitar. And so
not bad.
And it was really good. They walked up to the event. They walked up to the homie's house playing why am I forgetting the name of the song? Oh my god. It's when he's dreaming and he does that whole they do the dream concert where he's pretending he has the Pick of Destiny. It's the one that's in Rock Band 2. Why am I forgetting the name of that song? It's literally one of the most popular Tenacious D songs. I'm literally forgetting it right now, but it's fine.
It might come back later for sure.
Yeah. It's the riff is just
That sounds
like
familiar,
I know the song. Yeah. I know the song. It's gonna bother me. It's okay.
Well, guys, we have 2 weeks to cover on things. I'm not gonna be like too pressured on it. Honestly, like whatever we can like come up with or think or recall, I should say, then for sure we can cover that.
There's a couple things, right? We got like last week we got Luigi's Mansion coming out on the NSO.
There we go, yeah.
We got some pickups. We definitely have financials to talk about this week.
Oh, you're right. I totally forgot about that. I'll
there's
mark that
like
down.
there's like also what was it? The limited run show last week.
Yeah. We got that going here.
There's a lot of things this week too. It's been a week. Hyrule Warriors released.
Yeah.
We played Kirby Air Riders last night.
We did. So I got impressions on both of those games. Man, dude. We were like EP hours. I was like, how have we fallen so far from grace?
I was EP at like 11:30, and the only reason I stayed up was because Gabriel started crying, so I gotta go take care of him real quick.
Oh yeah.
And I swear to God, I got out of that. No, he gets up, so he wakes up because he misses the binky, and we place binkies around his crib so he can try to grab them, but he always
where's my binky?
Exactly, and so he'll get up and he'll just stand on the crib just screaming, waiting for someone to come get him. But then he doesn't understand that now he's just fully awake because he was screaming. So if I didn't do it fast enough, he wouldn't go back down. So I had to pick him up, rock him again, put him back down to bed.
Gotcha.
And so I missed the midnight on the dot like play, but I got back at 12:15. It's fine. I was like off by 15 minutes.
And this is where one AirPod in the ear comes in handy.
No, we weren't streaming it or anything, Mark. I just wanted to play Kirby, man.
Yeah, we were just trying to play it. But I was also awkwardly waiting for him.
Yeah.
I did end up jumping into like the early like offline races.
Send Uncle Justin in there.
I'll do some.
It was. Yeah,
I'm from around the way. I'll do something.
Nah, the EPness hit me hard though. I was like, oh Lord. I was like, damn, dude, it's like 11:30. I'm feeling it.
Feels rough.
Is this what being 30 feels like?
I guess
31?
so. Because I was feeling it too. I was like, oh no, I'm going past my bedtime.
My bedtime, dude.
I know how you guys feel. Ever since my wife fixed my sleep schedule, I was like, what have I become?
Yeah. Mark, you have no idea. I used to be that dude that would stay up all night, bro.
Same.
Yeah.
I could stay up all night playing video games, and then by the time I'm like, oh man, I'm kind of hungry, and I look outside and it's already 7 a.m. I'm like, oh shit.
Okay, no, I wasn't that bad.
No, I was pretty bad, yeah.
I didn't do it too frequently. The last time I did like an overnight thing was playing Assassin's Creed 3. It was insane. I just locked in.
Oh, that was years ago, Justin.
Halo Reach.
Oh, Halo Reach.
What was the last game I actually sat down to play all night? Oh my God. It wasn't anytime recent, I'll tell you that. It was definitely like
back in the day.
I wouldn't say back in the day. I'd say like
back in the day.
No. 2018. I played Red Dead Redemption 2 all night.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah. Because like
midnight shooting.
Yeah, because I had called off of work that night, and I was like, "Nah, I ain't going in. I'm playing Red Dead, bro. I picked this up."
Arthur would go in, and neither am I.
Arthur wouldn't take that, and so I literally put I put it in my PS4, let it install.
He's got tuberculosis with no antibiotics. He knows his time's limited.
He didn't know that at the beginning of the game, Mark. He didn't know that. Don't do that. I was gonna say, how are you gonna spoil that? By the way, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. It's been years now.
Yeah,
was gonna say, hey, it's been so long.
No, I went and got some carne asada fries. I pulled back up.
Ooh.
I went,
Yeah,
all right, we're in there, and I literally stayed up all night playing that game. It was so cool. Well, I also was on a time crunch, so I needed to make some kind of progress because I was a month away from Smash Brothers.
Ultimate, yeah. I remember that tale.
And I was like, damn it, man, I'm gonna drop everything for Smash. I have to finish Red Dead, dude. 80 hours of that game, bro. I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I did it. I rushed it too. I didn't explore. I didn't do anything. I rushed it.
Whoa.
Bro just did main missions.
I think these days, or at least of like recent memory, it was probably Tears of the Kingdom for me, like staying up until like maybe 3. But that's obviously not overnight type of thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tears was definitely one of the games where I like the latest I'd be up was like 3. Yeah, for sure. Playing.
Yeah, 3 has probably been like 2 to 3 has probably been the latest I've been up for games where I just did up till midnight for it to come out.
Yeah, like we played. I remember us messaging a lot during Tears, so like yeah, we played a lot during the nights. And then I remember not super long ago, like I think it was like March, whenever I took my leave for the baby leave, and Katrina was already sleeping, Gabriel was sleeping. I couldn't fall asleep. I was really like up. Like I was like exhausted, but to the point where I couldn't sleep. So I just had my Switch on me. The Switch 2 wasn't out yet, so I was playing on Switch 1. So I was like, all right. And I had my headphones on. I was sitting in bed, and I literally blasted through all of Dusk.
Whoa.
From beginning to end, I just beat it. Like I wasn't like nothing because I was playing in the dark. Nothing around me mattered. It was just that screen and me, and I was just playing. Yeah, and then by the time I got up, I was like, "What time is it?" And I went, "Oh, she's like 2." I was like, "Oh my god!"
The zone.
Maybe that's the key. Maybe
Maybe I don't know, man.
I mean,
you could do that. You could do that, or you could take one of my Adderall and see what happens.
Yeah, well, that's a way to do it. Yeah.
I don't know about that
I
one.
can guarantee you lock in.
I was gonna say like, that was the last time I did something like that. Was like just screen in my hand. I was just playing. And Dusk is one of those games where I'm surprised I didn't like jump or anything like around. Because it is a boomer shooter, but it's a little more scarier than like Doom. And so I was just kind of like, I hear noises in the background, I hear them grunting at me and stuff, and I'm just like going. I didn't even think. I didn't even think, bro. I was just
that's crazy.
Just focused like the whole time, locked in even.
All right, let me just double check on things here. Okay, so I think we should maybe just get this started with some pickups. I only got the one.
Do you want to wait then?
Do I want to wait? I don't want to wait.
Phil's got 2 weeks worth, so that's how you know it's he's got plenty.
It's not 2 weeks worth, Mark. I haven't been on the show since like the beginning of October.
Yeah, October is infamously a very infamous month for Phil.
It was a lot. It was a lot. It's not. I think I've done worse, but like definitely.
It's like more than 17, right? What's counting? I don't want to wait.
How did you guess that on the dot? It is 17.
No.
No, wait, hold on. Let me recount. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
See, Mark, this is why I applied for my application to be his best friend.
17 on the dot, brother. It is 17 on the dot, yeah.
I just remember that being like that was one of those numbers. I was like, brother.
Holy crap. All right, it's fine. Look, I'll just run through these, all right? Well,
okay.
I'll try to run through most of these. Some of the ones towards the end are definitely
I don't want to wait for your list to be over.
All right. First things first, my only PS5 pickup. The only one I have. And it's like you're going to see it and be like, you don't have that already? And that to your point, yeah, I don't know why I didn't have this. I needed this for sure. Especially because the sequel came out this year and I haven't played it because I haven't finished this one. I started it on PS4 and then I was like, I dropped it, but I know I need to play it because I know it's good. But I got Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut.
Wow. Okay. Was it like a decent deal, or was it just really looking at you?
No.
What?
Not a deal at all. Not a deal at all, brother. The used price was still pretty high. This game is in like high demand because it has all the DLC on disc. There's no code.
Very nice. Yeah, I have
Yeah,
a copy over there too. But I usually wait for like Black Friday for like some PlayStation like first parties to like go down.
This game in particular rarely goes down. I've seen it gone down maybe once or twice, but I never pulled the trigger. That was it. Yeah, and I mean, I had ways to get it down cheaper, so I did it. But it was I still paid like 40-ish for this. Like it was not. But I wanted it. I wanted the full version of it so I can kind of restart it and then play it from the beginning to end. I want to really sit down with this.
Yeah.
Before I start Yote, because I love Sucker Punch games, and I just was just like in my head, I was like, I need the better version of Tsushima. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. This next group here is Switch 1 games.
Here we go.
All right. From the top to the bottom, I've got
the front from the back.
I took advantage of GameStop's Pro Week for the buy two get one on some pre-owned things. So I picked up Astro Knight.
What's Astro Knight?
Yeah, it's like they call it a 1-bit Metroidvania. That's not true. What it actually Yeah. So what it is, it's black and white. Do you know Gato Roboto?
Sounds familiar.
It's a Metroidvania in the sense that it's like obviously it's an open world map, but the graphics on it's just black background, white accent. That's all it is. It's just black and white. And so it kind of looks like a fake monochrome game, but it definitely isn't 1-bit. It's definitely pretty good pixel art. So I don't know. It looked cool. I've been seeing it. It's not like it's got decent reviews, so I was like, okay, I'm a get this. This looks fun. Usually when I do like the buy two get ones, they're either games I don't know about or they're just games I haven't just gone out of my way to pick up. And they're just sitting there, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll do that, you know? Because this next one I've definitely heard of, and I've always wanted to play it. And because, boomer shooters are up my alley, but I don't know too much about this one, so hopefully it's good. But this is called Exophobia. Oh,
I've heard of that one, yeah.
Yeah, it's a first-person shooter, but it looks like a Super Nintendo game.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. It's also heard it's like a Metroidvania, but think Metroid Prime.
Yeah. It had to be like that.
And I was like, that's kind of weird. This next one will definitely make Anaya excited that I finally own this game, because I know he's been telling me to get this for years, and I think he's hit me before for it. But this is the version content complete on the cartridge and it's like the cover art I really wanted for this game. So I pulled the trigger finally, because you're gonna look at me and be like, you don't have this already? Yeah, I know. No, I waited too long. But I picked up Dead Cells Return to Castlevania.
Oh wow.
I actually am surprised you didn't already own that.
I never pulled the trigger on it. But now I have the one with the Castlevania art, so we're good.
Yeah.
And it's got a reversible cover that looks like the NES version of Castlevania.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, apparently on PlayStation the reverse cover looks like Symphony of the Night.
Whoa, oh, that's a nice touch.
Because it's a PS1 game. I was like, that's cool. All right, this next one is a limited run pickup. This is not a numbered game, it's a distributed game. It's a remake of an arcade game. I've never played this specific one. I know of the first game. I have the first game as well, the remake over here. And this is for Snow Bros 2 Special.
Snow Bros 2 Special.
Okay. Snow Bros?
Yeah. It's like a... Do you know like Bubble Bobble? Like it's like the same screen, like level. That's what this is, except you make snowballs and then you roll your enemies into them.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. It's very much... This one is like 4 players instead of the 2 players like the original was. It looks weird, and I only know this specific game for one reason, and it's really weird. The character select screen has the most unnerving character portraits because they made them look like photorealistic when it's just a little snowman.
It's just a snowman.
Yeah, it's really, really scary, actually. So I was just like, all right, they're remaking this game. I gotta pick this up.
This is
This
gross. I
next
gotta
one was
try it.
actually because I believe the other day and it was one of the pod episodes, I claimed that I owned everything this developer makes. And then I quickly realized, oh my god, I don't have this in my collection. Am I dumb? No way. And so I went out of my way and just bought it immediately because I was like, I can't claim that. I can't
go back on that.
Yeah, I can't be a phony because I love everything Night Dive does.
Okay.
Yeah. This is actually one that didn't get a limited run release. This is a retail normal release, and that is for a remaster. It's a remaster of a Xbox original release by Konami based on a movie by Universal Studios.
That was a very, very like where it's going kind of thing.
That's a Daisy. Yeah,
it's a third-person shooter, but this is for The Thing remastered.
Oh man, I've seen that before. Yeah, The Thing.
Yeah, it's like a really cool game. Where have you guys played Star Wars Republic Commando?
Yes,
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Think of it like that, except it's third person because you can make commands to your teams and they're helping you and stuff.
Like Battlefront.
Yeah, except this is a horror game because it's based on John Carpenter's The Thing.
Oh my god, it's an interesting combination.
So I was right. It looked cool. I love the Night Dive like remasters and remakes, bro. They do so well with them. Even if they're not the best games in the world, they're still high quality remakes. Like I love them. Speaking of remasters and remakes, this is a collection.
A collection.
This is a limited run buy, but this is also in retail. I just kind of got it early from them.
Okay.
And I have the first three. We've talked about the first three on this pod before. I needed to get this one because I feel like this is the more interesting collection. The first three games are all goated. There's not a single bad one on there. This one has a bad one on here, and I wanted to know why in God's name did they remake that game. And that is for Tomb Raider 4, 5, and 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I like how they numbered them, even though the titles don't have these numbers. Because they've got Last Revelation, Chronicles, and Angel of Darkness. Last Revelation, still pretty good. Still a really good game. Not as good as the first three, but still pretty good. Chronicles is a PS1 game. It's not terrible. It's okay. Angel of Darkness is the game that tanked this franchise.
Oh no, I didn't know
this is the game. Like yeah, Angel of Dark. If I'm correct, someone whoever's watching this, please in the comments correct me. But if I'm not wrong, what it was is Angel of Darkness came out around the same time as the second Lara Croft movie with Angelina Jolie, and Angel of Darkness is so buggy and such a mess on PS2. And it was a badly reviewed game that no one bought it. One, it put the core, which is the original developers, out of business. And two, it tanked the franchise, basically putting that franchise on hiatus, that making the movie didn't sell and didn't do well in theaters. It was a box office failure. And then Angelina Jolie sued because that movie made a bad, she ended up making a bad movie, and up until that point she hadn't made a box office failure.
God.
So pretty good game, if I do say so myself. I'm gonna just say this once when it comes to collections and stuff. I like that they include the bad games too, because then you're showing me a representation of the series and not just sugarcoating it with only the good games.
Yeah.
And it gives them a second chance in life to be better, because this is a remaster in the same quality as the other ones. So hopefully they fixed it. I haven't played it myself yet, but hopefully they fixed it.
Okay.
But speaking of things by Crystal Dynamics, Justin, Mark.
Yes.
What time is it?
This is your question.
5:11.
No, Mark. It's tail time.
That did not age well.
It's time to get real Gexy up in here, dog. It's Gex trilogy, baby.
So Katrina's happy.
Yes, she's very happy. It came in finally. One of her favorite games of all time is Gex 3 Enter the Deep Cover Gecko. And she says she has vivid memories of the evil Santa Claus level. So I was like, okay, that's pretty crazy. Now, I guess I should start from the top real quick. This is a collection of the all 3 of the Gex games that exist. There's some pretty cool Game Boy Color games that exist, but they're not on here. These are all the PS1 versions. So they have the weird live action cutscenes where he's literally hitting on a live action woman the whole time. Pretty crazy. Definitely a product of its time. Apparently Square Enix still owns this, and they didn't sell it off when they sold Crystal Dynamics because their name's right on the front and center.
So crazy.
Yeah. Square Enix still owns this game. It's really weird. But they let Limited Run actually handle the collection itself. So it's running on the Carbon engine. Look at this. It's incredible. But we joke around. But Gex 2 and 3 are actually pretty cool and decent 3D platformers. Gex 1 is the one that hasn't aged that well. It's a 2D platformer. It's all right. But yeah, it's pretty cool. He basically jumps through like different TV shows, and like he's just in those worlds. Like imagine if it was like Looney Tunes and he's just kind of jumping into those like areas and stuff. That's basically what it is. But he also does really dumb one-liners. Like my favorite to this day is always, don't drink the water at Jerry Garcia's house.
Huh?
What does that mean, Gex?
What does that mean? Tell me, brother.
Jerry Garcia, I only know that dude because of the Cherry Garcia flavor from Ben and Jerry's. Like, but all right, the next 3 all kind of go hand in hand together. I'm just gonna kind of run them.
Okay.
But the next 3 are all really cool to me. These are some of my favorite pickups, honestly, this month. And I'm really glad they finally arrived because I wanted these physically in my collection. As you guys know, I love retro games and I love learning about retro games and the history of retro games. And so when Digital Eclipse does like a collection in their interactive timeline like style, I have to do it. Like Atari 50 is one of the best retro collections, if not the best retro collection, just simply for the fact that it's teaching you history. It's not just, it has the games obviously, but then it goes, well, yeah, the games are kind of complementary to the actual documentaries, the footage, like, because it basically tells you, hey, here's this timeline. You get to this part, and then it tells you about a game. It goes, do you want to play the game while we're talking about this? And then you just start playing it. And it's pretty cool. So they did 3 of these after Atari 50. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection is going to be part of this. It's going to do that as well.
Okay.
So that's really cool, and I can't wait for that. But from the top, we've got The Making of Karateka.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah. This is a game by a developer named Jordan Mechner, who went on to make a very small indie game. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. Prince of Persia.
Oh, around, yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit. This is his first game. Karateka was the first game. It's a very popular PC game. And basically the collection in this is a bunch of prototypes, a bunch of different versions of Karateka that exist. And it actually shows you everything and includes a complete remaster of Karateka as well. So that's pretty cool. The second, this is part of the Gold Master series, so that's why I kind of lumped them together. That was Gold Master series number 1. Number 2 is called Llama Soft, the Jeff Minter story.
I've not seen that one.
Yeah, and I don't expect you to, because I wouldn't know this either.
Llama Soft, and I just pictured a Praise the Sun armored llama.
No, so, and here's the thing. We're American, which is why we don't know any of this. This is why this one's cool. This is kind of a cool one, because to us, this means nothing. To British gamers in the UK, this is like a household name. Because Jeff Minter is known for being like the creator of like some of the trippiest games, but he made them on like the Commodore 64, the Amiga, the ZX Spectrum, like stuff like that. And so there's very much it very much goes into detail about like this developer's like story and how like all the games that were popular with him, including such classics as Attack of the Mutant Camels, Grid Runner, and the only one that everyone collectively knows for the Atari Jaguar, because it's considered the best Atari Jaguar game, Tempest 2000. That game is a banger. The game's an absolute banger.
Attack of the Mutant Camels did not sound real.
No, it's real. It's like in
like
text, bold text right here.
That sounds like something you'd see in like that the dictator would play in Dictator.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But this is 42 different games on this collection.
That's crazy.
So I can't. This is the one I'm super like interested in. Well, it's not my favorite of the three I'm going to show you, but that one is the one where I'm like, it's the most interesting one for me because I don't know anything.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one. This next one is the big one. This is the big boy one. I'm kind of happy this exists and it's done in this style because if you know the series, you know the history of this series is so crazy, and it involves like Russian spies, and it involves the government and like legal issues back and forth, who owns the rights to what, and it goes back and forth, and like the creator didn't even get a single dime for this game until 2000 when he came to America and founded the company himself here. So 40 years of like the history of the most perfect game of all time. This is Tetris Forever.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah. And it includes like over 20 different games that are in this series, quote unquote, like super rarity stuff. Like it includes an actual replica of what the original Tetris was like made on, like a Russian computer, like what he made it on a Russian government computer. They obviously couldn't take that, so they kind of replicated it to make it work and look like it.
Mm-hmm.
So when you see Tetris, just know that's a former KGB PC.
Yeah, exactly. And then they added a new game called Tetris Time Warp, where like it's 4 players, you're all playing regular Tetris, and then all of a sudden your screen could be different than someone else's, and then you have to obey the rules of which era of Tetris it is. Like it'd be Game Boy Tetris, all of a sudden it can be NES Tetris, all of a sudden it can be Super Famicom like style. Hell, then it could turn to Hatris. Like
all of a sudden it could be Vladimir Putin's face on your screen saying we're coming for you.
Yes, exactly. But no, it's a really crazy history. It's kind of cool. That one's the one I'm really excited for. And then 2 more Switch 1 games. These are the actual retail big boys.
Oh, okay.
This one is Peak, and I'm glad this game exists. Once Upon a Katamari.
Oh yes.
I was really hoping for the physical version of Peak.
That's what that's what I was thinking too.
Physical version of Peak, baby. This is it. And if you know what Katamari is, you obviously have good taste. So this is an actual brand new game in the series, not a remake, not a remaster, in a long time. I don't remember exactly how many years. I think the last one was Vita.
Mm-hmm.
Could be because between that there was 2 remakes, and they were both the remakes of the PS2 games, the original, and then We Love Katamari. Mm-hmm. So this is really cool that this exists. I'm very happy this exists. I'm gonna play this at some point because the Katamari games are they're so soothing, man. They're just rolling the ball, just picking things up. It's so fun. And then this next one is the big boy Switch 1 pickup. I know this is the big one. And I know people have been playing it. People have been talking about it. It's been a big thing. But that is for Pokemon Legends ZA.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah. I got it. Yeah. And now, my last 4 are Switch 2 games.
Here we go.
Very on brand.
I got Persona 3 Reload.
Yeah, I was trying to recall if you did get that one.
I did. I know that unfortunately it runs at like 30 frames and it's not as good as like
yeah.
But apparently the PS4 version runs like this too. So I'm just trying to understand why they went based off that and not the PS5 and Series X version.
There's been like talks about it. Like one interview that we can kind of piece off of like about it, saying that it was just to get this game out as soon as humanly possible.
Yeah, which in my opinion, don't do that. You should not have done that. But hey, It's fine. It's still Persona 3, and it's an RPG, so it's not like 60 frames is necessary, but it does help with the style of the game. Speaking of 60 frames RPGs, though, this one is, and this one they cooked. Ladies and gentlemen, Square Enix finally did it. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake.
Hey, Dragon Quest.
They did it.
Let's go.
Dragon Quest, baby. And I love the inside art, Justin. They
cooked
actually,
in there?
I'm gonna pull this out because the red case kills me.
Yeah.
So on the left side, it is the original Famicom art by Akira Toriyama.
Oh, okay.
It's for both Dragon Quest 1 and 2. And then on the right side, it's more Toriyama art, but it is
so beautiful
for the original remake of this game for the Super Famicom.
That's sick.
That is awesome.
They covered all the arts for the two games.
Art by the GOAT.
I was like, that is so cool, dude.
Man,
yeah, because apparently the new cover arts are not by Toriyama.
They're just by Toyotaro, at least.
Who?
Toyotaro. He's Toriyama's student.
No. It says it in the back. Actually, it's really funny. It says packaging illustration done by Naoki Ikushima, Square Enix.
He's not Toyotaro, but it does look good.
It does look good, yeah. And if you actually put because Dragon Quest 3 is on Switch 1, if you put them both together, it makes the full art.
That's dope.
It's nice. So cool. And it does say in the back though, Mark, it says scenario and game design by Yuji Horii, the creator of Dragon Quest. Makes sense. Character designs by Akira Toriyama.
Of course,
music by Koichi Sugiyama. Musical performance by the Tokyo Metropolitan Symphony Orchestra. So these are fully orchestrated versions of the music.
So these are all names that have been in the series for a long time.
No, yeah, and look at their full credits right here. Like they're not even like hiding it. Like it's all here.
Very nice.
Like it's like 4 or 5 people.
And this game does run in 60 frames on the Switch too, so I'm very excited to play this.
That's nice.
I'd be worried if it didn't.
Well, yeah, right. They did update Dragon Quest 3 HD to have a Switch 2 mode. So if you turn on performance mode on the Switch 2, it'll run at 60 frames. I was like, it's peak. It's peak.
It's just so peak.
Speaking of peak, I left it here because I like to leave my first parties at the end. But yeah, I also picked up Pokemon Legends CA Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Very nice, very nice.
You know, he got these 2 editions.
Yeah, look, Mark, I've talked about this before. I have every single first party Nintendo game on the Switch 1. So when you tell me you're going to release a version with a actual gray cart of the game, all right, this is the cart. The gray Switch 1 cart. Black cart. I'm gonna have to get that for the sake of collecting purposes, but this is the version I'll be playing. I'm not dumb. Like this is the version I will be playing. But yes, I'm happy to have Pokemon Legends ZA in the collection. I think, man, I was telling Justin about this last night. I'm getting so tempted to just start it. I know I need to finish other Pokemon games, but man, I look at that game and I'm like, oh, damn it, man.
It might do it, but it's up to you.
I'm probably going to get it for Christmas.
Do it, Mark. Do it. Ask for this version, Mark. Ask for this version.
I can vouch.
Isn't it because I can still play it? Isn't it because I can still play it on the Switch 1?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And if you want to get your Switch 2 later on in life, or Christmas, maybe someone's got like the money for you, you'll be able to just get that upgrade like immediately.
Yeah, because it's all it is like everything's on the cart. It is still a Switch 1 game. The upgrade pack is just on this cartridge as well. So whenever you pop it into a Switch 2, it'll read the upgrade pack.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest signs for me to upgrade to the Switch 2 are probably going to be Gen 10 and the next Smash.
I feel that.
Yeah, whenever that is. Whenever. Yeah. And then the last pickup is the recent first party pickup, and that's I'm assuming that's the one Justin's got in hand. That is for the third party made, but it is a first party Nintendo series, Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment.
Yeah, I've been playing it for a little bit. I got some impressions to share later on, but
First impressions is kind of weak, man. What is this?
I doubled back because I have Age of Calamity somewhere in that like pile over there. They had inside art there. Granted, it wasn't a lot. It was kind of on par with Gex to a certain extent. It was just Link doing like his sword thing, but there's nothing here.
But Justin, every first party Nintendo, every game that has this logo here has a inside art. I can prove it. Every single first party game from Switch to Switch 2 has inside art. Why? Why does this not? It bothers me.
Traditions can only go so far.
It has text that says "Call Nintendo customer support."
Oh well, maybe we should call them about this. What is this?
So they obviously didn't print anything. I hate them.
That's rough.
I'm selling my Switch 2, Mark. You can have it.
Whoa, wait. I mean, congrats, Mark. Congrats, Mark.
He said,
boy. I mean, I won't say no.
I won't say no, yeah.
Yeah, that's all my pickups. I'm sorry. I know I take a long time with pickups, but I do have a lot.
And that was also my pickup.
I wish I was more frequently on nowadays, so I can just, it's just one or two.
I mean,
it just kind of builds up.
Yeah, but you're freer now, right? More free to hop in here and there, unless you're saying.
I hope so.
Okay, I'll take that.
I hope so. Is the best answer I've got. I know next week I'm not, and then the weekend after I'm not.
Oh, I see.
That's my problem.
Hey, y'all, I'm back. I got 12 pickups today.
No. I will admit,
always buying.
Unless Limited Run sends me something, I have something coming out of them. I only have 3 pickups this month left.
That's a whole new low for Phil.
I know. They're all retail for games. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all Switch 2 pickups, so they're not even Switch 1.
Yeah. Transitioning.
The Switch 2 library. The Switch 2 library is about to get packed by next month, dude.
It's only been out for how long? Switch 2 been out now? A few months.
Few months since May.
Yeah, it's like a few months since May, and it's already at 10 million, dude. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Should we?
How many games are on the library?
No, you said May, June. Since June.
It's been 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, and that was the transition, Justin. Yeah.
I hear you.
10 million consoles sold, and they're not even counting October. That's only up until September.
That's crazy.
What was the Switch's numbers?
The Switch right now is only 10,000 away from beating the DS. So if it beats the DS,
in terms of which sold more in their first 5 months, was it Switch?
Oh no, Switch 2. Switch 2.
Really? Even with all the controversy?
Switch 2 has sold 10 million, making it the fastest selling console, period.
That's surprising me because I honestly thought the Switch would. I thought the Switch would actually still hold the record.
I think it's weird because Switch 1 rode off of the failings of Wii U. So I think there was a kind of a mixed bag of there's some excitement there, but there's also people who don't really care. But also now that Switch has shown itself to be very successful, you have a whole new audience of people trying to adopt the Switch 2. So that, amongst other elements and factors, would probably go into how fast and how quickly this thing had sold.
Yeah, isn't it didn't they say 84% of the Switch 2 owners are just people who are upgrading?
Oh yeah, they were talking about that. Yeah.
So in it makes sense. Like Justin said, Switch 1 was coming off the failures of a Wii U. So you have to reconsider.
I worked at GameStop during that era, and you could see Nintendo dying in real time.
Oh damn!
Yeah, it was pretty sad.
See, witness report right there.
It was very sad. I was honestly worried for them.
You can see people a little more hesitant to get a Switch, but the Switch 1 library first year was more like hey, look, I promise we're doing things. Splatoon 2, Breath of the Wild Day 1. Which you have to also remember was a Wii U game, so some people weren't enticed to just jump.
That's true.
And then I think was
Mario Odyssey
was in the summer of the year release or December in the year of release that they announced Smash Ultimate.
It was in.
I think that was a win.
early 2018. It wasn't.
I remember the announcement. I just forget when it was.
Yeah,
they didn't announce it in 2017. They announced it in the Nintendo Direct.
It was about almost a year after the Switch
right?
came out.
Or
no,
Switch
not same year.
It was like almost a year, I think.
It was almost a year, yeah. Switch 1 and 2 was definitely
they said it was
out
releasing
already.
in December.
Yep.
Something like that, yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, it was December 9th?
Something like that. But yeah.
But also either December 3rd or December 9th.
Yeah, Nintendo didn't actually get a really steady like schedule of games up until 2019 because 2017 they had a first party every month. Except for I think the month of August, that was Mario plus Rabbids. So they were just like Ubisoft can have that. Yeah. And then because then it was like wow, my memory is so good at this. March was Zelda. April was Mario Kart 8. May was ARMS. June was Splatoon 2. July. You know what? I'm getting mixed up. June was ARMS. July was Splatoon 2. May didn't have a first party either because they went off Street Fighter 2. Like Street Fighter Super, I remember Ultra Street Fighter 2 being the big game that month, which is really funny to think about it nowadays.
Bill remembers all his purchases.
Yeah, trust. Switch 1 is year 1 of the Switch 1 was so many memories for me. I can't believe I was back to being a like I can be a Nintendo fan in the public again.
He doesn't have to be ashamed.
Jeez.
Yeah, basically. Because there was that. July was Splatoon 2. August was Mario plus Rabbids. September was Pokken Tournament. October was Mario Odyssey.
I keep forgetting the Pokken Tournament was a release from the Switch 1. The Switch 1. I keep forgetting that happened.
It was like
it did
early.
The DX version, yeah, because it was a Wii U port.
I remember there was a demo of it, and I remember it did come out. I just forgot that it was like a first year release.
Yeah, I know it was because it came out. It came out at the same time as Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Those were the big announcements.
Like honestly, a sequel for that could be in the works for Switch 2. Who knows?
Remember, the 3DS still had life. 3DS still had life up until 2019.
Right.
Honestly, a Pokken Tournament 2 would be a very big win for them.
That is the biggest thing people have been asking for, is like spin-off wise. Because we got a new Pokemon Snap. We're good now. We need a Pokken Tournament too. Because they stopped playing Pokken Tournament. Yeah.
Spin-off games.
That's rough. But yeah, this might prove like an opportunity.
And then October was Mario Odyssey. I think November they also skipped because they were just kind of riding off the high of like Mario Odyssey. Because then in December it was Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right now they have Bananarama.
So after that, but then 2018 was kind of calm, right? It was like Yoshi's Woolly World or Yoshi's Crafted World. I think there might have been a game or two in between.
For the most part,
but
until then, Smash Brothers came out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Pokemon Let's Go in November.
Of
that month, of that year, yeah.
Then I think it was 2019 is when we got the announcement. Is when it was the year of Sword and Shield, along with the Smash Directs.
2019 was the year Nintendo had a groove. It was like that was the year Fire Emblem Three Houses, Astral Chain, Mario Maker 2, Zelda Link's Awakening remake, freaking Pokemon Sword and Shield. Yeah, they cooked that year. That year was crazy.
Big announcement.
It was like all after each other. Like I do remember very vividly, Astral Chain came out 2 weeks after Three Houses. Like you can't do that to me, dog. Like,
and you would have never thought around that corner was a pandemic.
Yeah, because I know they slowed down a little bit in the pandemic because pandemic year early before like pandemic even happened, people forget Pokemon Mystery Dungeon got remade.
The pandemic was great for Nintendo.
Well, it was great for them, yeah, Animal Crossing, but that was March. February was Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
I totally forgot that release date.
Rescue Team Deluxe.
In general, the entire pandemic was great for Nintendo.
Yeah, they made tons of money for sure. People had to stay home. They got Animal Crossing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, and I think Animal Crossing was like this. That was the game my brother and sister were playing during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm. And but before I was going to use Animal Crossing as a transition right now, but I totally forgot that we need to talk about Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong sales, brother, because
okay.
Mario Kart World is like what, 9 million?
Oh, I wish I had 9 million right now.
Brother, let me tell you something. That's why that game's $80.
Because it's selling.
You hate and love to see it.
You hate to see it as a consumer. You'll love to see it as a businessman.
Well, if you're the person in charge of the game, you're like, oh, I'm so happy.
And then people will be very quick to point out, no, some of them were bundles.
It still counts towards
exactly.
That counts towards the
Exactly. That's the problem. They put it as a bundle. They knew you were going to buy the bundle.
Right.
Do they not realize that that's just how business works?
Yeah, like, it's kind of crafty, because if you don't want like $80, you could get it for $50 instead.
Even if you get the bundle, they're gonna count that in the sales report as the two separate items.
Right.
Yep.
Actually, they'll probably count it as three. They'll count the bundle sales, and they're gonna count them as individually as well.
But Mark, this is the impressive number here is that only 1 million of Switch 2 users, compared from the 10 million that exists, only 1 million don't have Mario Kart World.
That's a lot of people.
Everybody else has it.
A lot of people are getting that bundle.
Yeah.
That too.
And then Donkey Kong Bonanza's at 3 million, which is good. Yeah. That's a good number. It's just the fact that, again, at that point
anything
in time,
over 1 million is good.
Yeah. Sure. I was going to say Donkey Kong Bonanza is going to be one of those games that sells more over time. For sure. But you have to remember that people bought it for Mario Kart. People were probably satisfied with Mario Kart. Bonanza's probably an afterthought.
Sure.
I just said, look at Monster Hunter World. It became the most sold Capcom game after a few years.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
So there's all that. What else? So the reason I'm bringing the sales up and stuff now, because I know we talked about Animal Crossing. Did you want to talk about Animal Crossing Switch 2 edition?
Oh man, I forgot about that actually. To add that into news. Yeah, sure. Let me type that up here. Yeah,
because Nintendo literally said that game was dead, and then all of a sudden said, "No, it's got life again."
They reverse Uno you, and that was like, the moment I saw, I was like, "Oh, Nintendo Switch! Oh no, I see the wave now."
Yeah, I see it because it's funny because they didn't have a game in January. They didn't have a release in January, and I was like, oh, okay, so we're just gonna skip a month and go right into Mario Tennis. That makes sense. Especially makes sense because like right now we got first party games coming out 2 weeks after each other, like three of them back to back. So that made sense to me. And then I was like, no, this is Nintendo. This is modern Nintendo. That's not gonna happen. They had to put something out, and it looks cool. I'll say this. I think the Switch 2 edition updates are like, sure, why not? Like, like that's how I feel about it. I was like, yeah, mouse mode to decorate my house. Cool.
I mean, I think if you were willing to do it back then, you did it.
Yeah. 4K is cool.
Yeah,
why is that game not 60 frames?
That's what I'm so puzzled about. I don't understand.
I imagine that the game is very graphically demanding.
No, okay, here's the thing.
Is it?
No, the game is not graphically demanding, Mark. Look at that thing.
Did you guys hear me? I said I can't imagine that game is graphically demanding.
I didn't hear. Okay. No, none of us heard can't. All right.
My bad.
Okay, I said can't.
But I will say this. My problem isn't that the game needs 60 frames. It really doesn't. It's Animal Crossing, right? My problem is if you're charging for a Switch. This is a charged Switch 2 upgrade. Brother in Christ, at least put the game in 60 frames. I don't understand.
Charged?
It's an upgrade pack. Like it's an upgrade pack, like how ZA is to like the Switch 2 edition.
Right. That's how they kind of function with the Switch 2 editions. But this one's cheaper than those other upgrades.
This is the cheapest upgrade so far. It's only $5.
Which know,
like if you compare it to Zelda, those were $10 upgrades. So, but it's still weird. It's weird. I don't know, man. When I think of a Switch 2 edition, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna get the best. Only to tell me that it's just a 4K update. I mean, Mario Odyssey got a 4K update. I don't know what. I don't know,
that's
man.
a good point. That's
like,
weird.
Like some Switch 1 games that don't require me to charge have 4K updates. Look at Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So you're telling me, you're telling me I gotta pay to make Animal Crossing look good?
I was gonna say, so they really thought about it and they said that's not necessary. Push us through.
Animal Crossing, New Horizons plus expansion pack.
No, they already have an expansion pack. It's that Happy Home.
Right.
This is the textures pack.
Yeah, but that's actually not even the big news. Getting a Switch 2 edition, that's cool, whatever. The big news is update 3.0, which is the like for both versions, the main like bread and butter version. The main bread and butter announcement is like we're getting actual new content. Yeah. So I'm excited for that. It's like a seaside hotel and it's ran by Kappa's family. Oh my god.
It's all fun and games until you see someone mods it and puts it in Isabella. It doesn't look like Isabella.
Stop. Stop right now.
You stop that right now.
But I'm very excited. They're adding in the retro games again from the GameCube days. That's so cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it's not just NES anymore. You can actually do Super Famicom and more. And I'm like, oh man.
Wow. That's a nice little touch.
Oh man. I need to get this update. And then they're adding in other Nintendo items other than Mario now. So that's great.
Yeah.
I don't know why that wasn't there to begin with.
That's true.
But you know.
The big ones being like Zelda and Splatoon, if not just those two.
I think it's just those two.
Bill, haven't you learned to know this by now with Nintendo? That makes too much sense.
It makes
the problem, Mark, is that it's Animal Crossing New Horizons. And you know what I mean by that? It's the Nintendo wasn't expecting this game to be like the hit that it is because of the timing of the release of that game, and so they ended up having to sit there and go, well, what if we make it a live service game, add things, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They said
keep people coming back. Yeah, because the things,
the strategy.
If you look at all the updates, it's all things that were New Leaf day one. It's like, why did I have to wait that long to get Crazy Red's? Like, it took months, Mark, to get the Crazy Red stuff.
Red, I pictured a JoJo stand.
No, it's the little fox dude, the kitsune that's like selling you the fake art.
But tell me, it doesn't sound like a JoJo stand.
Why did we wait this long for the rooster to come back? Why?
Good question.
Like that is so dumb. But I digress. I might actually jump back into it because of everything.
Yeah, same. Actually,
and we'll say it is getting a physical copy.
So Phil,
that means Phil's buying it. You can see the look. You can see the look of conflict on his face right now. Of oh fuck, I've got to buy this again. But oh boy, I'm buying this.
Well, I'll give you this much, Mark. My excuse. I have an actual decent excuse for this specific game. I actually have this game downloaded.
Yeah, same actually.
Yeah, I have a physical copy, but Katrina plays the physical copy. I got it digitally. So for me, this would be a physical copy that I can only use because she doesn't have a Switch 2. And she has not shown interest in wanting one yet, and probably until a new Animal Crossing. So
Phil getting a digital copy is unheard of.
I know. I do it very rarely, but it's mostly Animal Crossing when, like on 3DS, I also have a digital copy of New Leaf because Katrina was playing the physical copy.
It's like, I've got my copy, and now I've got my wife's copy.
Yeah, and I'm not the person who likes to buy 2 physical copies of the same game in the house. Like, there's no reason for that.
There's some margin of error there, too. Now that we're looking to Switch 1, Switch 2.
Okay, well, that's a different story. Those are different versions. That's why I consider that. That's different.
Phil, how many editions of Doom do you have?
Okay, but hold on. Wait, hold on. No. Don't you bring this argument up every time. But how many of those versions are the same on the same console?
What's got me going around Justin's face?
I'm just saying. All right, I own Doom 2016 on all 3 consoles, but that's because they're different consoles.
I can't say anything.
Say, my God.
I can't say anything.
I lost count of how many copies you had.
Well, which Doom are we talking about?
Exactly. I knew you were going to say that.
Oh, I have a problem. Oh no.
Dude.
I remember when you were I was like, wait, didn't you buy that already? You said, yeah, I want to get it for this one. I was like, oh, okay. I'll get it for Xbox because it's owned by Xbox now. I was like, oh, okay. And then I see you get both versions for Switch. I was like, this is getting a bit excessive now.
Yeah. I haven't done it for Eternal. Wait.
Oh
crap! I do have Eternal on all 3 consoles.
What are you gonna do if they announce a Switch 2 version?
What?
That's easy, actually.
Of Eternal.
Oh, that's easy.
Oh, Dark Ages.
Because like,
well, that's
Dark Ages.
I guess both.
You know what's funny, Mark?
Mm-hmm.
Dark Ages, or Eternal, honestly.
We'll start with 2016 and Eternal. If they announce Switch 2 versions of those games, I'm in, because I would like to play those as high quality as they can on the go. You have to remember that the reason I have the Switch versions is because I just want to see them run, because they don't run the best. They're like 30 frames, if that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a miracle.
Which is like the minimum that you need.
But it's a miracle that game can even run on the Switch. That's why it's so cool to look at those. You're right. I don't need the PS4 and an Xbox version. That's ridiculous. But
I mean, like, I can understand wanting to play no matter where you are. I get that, but it's just the amount of copies I've seen you get of Doom is holy shit.
But you know what? It's crazy. I haven't even touched Doom: The Dark Ages yet. I haven't played it.
I'm
assuming you just get that on Xbox.
I mean, as of right now, the physical copy, yeah. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it on Xbox. I just haven't gotten myself to sit down in the game room in a while and sit with my Xbox to play, because I have Game Pass. I could just play it there for now.
Fair enough.
If I had my Game Pass right now, I would have been playing Ninja Gaiden 4.
The same.
Yeah.
I need to sit down and play that too. See what I mean? I need to pick up Ninja Gaiden as well. That's another one. That's another big one.
I've heard great things.
Me too.
I've heard nothing but good things. Yeah. I heard Team Ninja and Platinum cooked. So
they cooked.
Which, I mean, that's to be expected because Ninja Gaiden is always gas.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think there's a bad Ninja. Well,
you could say there's like less good, but not
lesser of other ones.
Ninja Gaiden 3 vanilla sucks. That's why they made Razor Edge.
Well, I think everyone can argue usually that the improved version they made of each is usually better.
Not always true. Not a lot of people like the Sigma versions.
Well, Sigma is an exception.
Sigma is a very weird.
Sigma is the exception because they censor too much.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like there's blood, but there's not enough. It's weird. It's weird. That's why when they did Ninja Gaiden 2 Black this year, that was peak. They actually remade it using the 360 version and not Sigma.
Okay.
That's why I told Justin in the beginning of the year, if you're gonna play the series, Ninja Gaiden 1 Black, the Xbox original version that's backwards compatible, play that. That is the best version of that game. And then Ninja Gaiden 2 Black now is considered the best version of that game. And then just play Razor's Edge somewhere. I don't know. It's like you can play it on that was a published Nintendo game on the Wii U, so there's that. But now it's on everything too. Those are like that. That's like the preferred versions of each game.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but Ninja Gaiden, Animal Crossing, the total amount of Dooms that I own, don't worry about that.
The total amount.
What else? Oh yeah. Speaking of Animal Crossing and Switch 2 things, did we talk about like the Switch 2 announcement, like for games, like System Shock and whatnot?
No, we did not. Yeah, let's do that.
And then bro, I'm just turning my chicken wing.
Yeah,
nice.
Let's do that, and then I do want to cover like some impressions on Hyrule Warriors and Kirby.
Yeah, there's a lot of we've been doing a lot with Switch 2 lately. It's pretty crazy. There's System Shock, the remake of the original PC masterpiece came out already on PS5 and Series X, and it's got pretty good reviews, and it's really cool. It's by Night Dive. They're going to port it. They're going to port it to Switch 1 and 2. The 2 version being complete on card. It's not a game key card. I'm in.
Yeah, I'm kind of signed up for it too.
I'm in. You got me. You didn't have to go that far, but I'm in.
Anyone want chicken wings?
I mean, if you could if you could just...
I do want chicken wings, actually.
What would the chat say right now if you actually just pulled a chicken wing out of there? They'd freak the fuck out, bro.
I would be a magician.
They'd be pretty creepy, bro. I just like, yeah, thanks, dude.
I would say I've been in the wrong career path.
System Shock was really cool. There was another Switch 2 game that got announced recently too, like a port. And it was also coming out on physical and cart, but I forgot what it was.
It was announced recently? There was a couple
of those. I don't know
if
it was recent. I don't know if it was recent.
Okay, yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah. Oh, wait. That's not what I was... Okay, I know what I was going to talk about. It's not... it is a game key card, but how do you honestly feel about Capcom letting Nintendo promote Resident Evil like that?
Oh, yeah. That's well, I mean, obviously one thing is that they want to expand the audience, right? Because otherwise a lot of people aren't really familiar or even want to get engaged with like Resident Evil like from the Switch's platform. But now that they got the Switch 2, so now they can actually kind of like back that up a little bit more. This is interesting. They're going full throttle when it comes to promoting it on Switch 2. I like that. Obviously I have some reserves about like Switch 2 like game key cards, but otherwise like if you don't care about that, then like this is kind of great too. You've said before that they should address like the HD remakes of like 2 and 3, and I think maybe 4. So
4.
They should do that too. But I also understand why they're hyping up like Biohazard, Village alongside Requiem.
Well, yeah, those are the 3 new games. So like putting those together in the trilogy 789 makes sense. It's interesting because I haven't seen Nintendo push Resident Evil like this since GameCube when they had the rights to do the distribution for those. Yeah. And it isn't just Resident Evil. Now that when I really think about it, I think Capcom's just all in on Switch 2, man. Like, look at Street Fighter 6 when it was coming out for it. Amiibos, Amiibo cards. It's a launch game. It's considered one of the best ports on the console right now.
That's crazy.
Now Resident Evil's next, and it's getting its own Pro controller, which looks ugly as sin.
Yeah, we can talk about that too.
It just looks bad. Like I understand what it's trying to do. Like it's trying to be like the newspaper headline Raccoon City gone and all this other stuff. But man, like it just looks bad. Like the freaking Resident Evil like logo is gone. It's like chopped in half or something. Weird. But the idea is that it's getting a actual Pro controller for the Switch 2 from Nintendo. And Grace Ashcroft is getting her own amiibo. Like
that's Whoa.
What the hell? Like and then speaking of Village and Biohazard, the Switch 2 only is getting the Generation Triple Pack. So that is it's going to include a slip cover that holds all 3 games. Granted, let's get this disclosure out of the way. All 3 of these are key cards. So let's get that disclosure out of the way. But it is it's a slip cover that's going to hold all 3 of these games together. So it's going to have it's going to have Biohazard Gold Edition, Village Gold Edition, and then Requiem. And they're only charging $90. That's a deal. If you don't own any of these games, and why would you own Requiem, right? Like that's the new game. This is how you value that. Let's value that package. Requiem is $70 out the gate.
Sure.
So you're getting the Gold Edition of Biohazard and the Gold Edition of Village for only $10 each. That's a deal, brother. That's a good way to spend $20, man. I'm telling you right now. Like, good Lord. That's a hell of a deal. And then like I said, if you're someone who only plays on Nintendo consoles, this is the deal for you. This is the version you should be picking up.
Yeah.
For sure. If for some reason you don't even own any of the games on any other platforms, this is still a really good deal. because I think traditionally Biohazard Gold and Village Gold goes for like 30 something on PS5. I know Biohazard Gold goes for 20.
There was probably the opportunity to get a good deal during Halloween because of Halloween. That would otherwise be the only like exception. I was checking that out like prior to that.
It's very cool. And then pre-orders are now up. I do have my copy pre-ordered. I'm excited for Requiem. It's gonna be really sick. But also I wanted to bring up the Capcom thing again because they're doing it again in March with Monster Hunter Stories 3. Twisted what is it called? Twisted something?
I totally forgot. It's probably Twisted Fate or something. Sounds familiar.
Oh, it's something like that. But like Monster Hunter Stories 3 is getting its own amiibos. Nice. It's getting like the push from Nintendo. Like that's a big game coming out in March. So I'm like, wow, dude, Capcom is all in this generation on Switch, dude.
Yeah,
that's kind of
it's so interesting because like they're kind of like one of the few who really like go in on like the additional stuff. The amiibos being an example of that. And I just don't know like what's that negotiations like.
Like, brother, if they do an Onimusha amiibo, I'm in. If they even put Way of the Sword in there, I'm in. Like, because that would be truly sick if they did that. And Pragmata's coming out soon or next year too.
Oh yeah. Oh, but just to kind of circle back to Resident Evil, it looks like you can get 7 Gold Edition and Village Gold Edition on Steam for like $20. That's the Steam sale currently.
There you go.
Like that kind of like coincides, or at least is of same equal value as like this bundle, but otherwise that bundle is not overtly like advertised anywhere else.
Yeah, well, that bundle only exists on the Switch 2 right now in America. In Japan, they're doing it for PS5 and Switch 2.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, if you want the slipcover that fits the PS5 cases, you would have to get it from Japan.
Got it. Okay.
And it would say Biohazard. It wouldn't say Resident Evil. That also that is a variant, by the way. The Pro Controller in Japan is going to say Biohazard instead of Resident Evil.
Okay.
Yeah. Once again, it's still cut off.
The residents are evil.
I don't understand. Are you?
Sorry.
You okay?
Hi, baby.
But Resident Evil looking sick. I can't wait. I need to play that. It looks really fun. I will say, I think that was the only Switch 2 game other than that. There's so many games coming out back to back, dude. Kirby Air Ride, Hyrule Warriors just came out.
It's a lot. I'm feeling it too because I want to clear through a lot of the games that are coming out in time for us to talk about at the end of the year. And I was able to do it with Pokemon, and I'm going to try to jump into a Hyrule Warriors and do that before Hades 2 and Kirby. That's kind of rough. And then there's Metroid for me personally at the very end of it.
Oh, it's Metroid Prime for me. That's the big one. I mean, like, I'm obviously excited to pop in Hyrule Warriors and play it, and also Kirby Air Riders for sure. It's just Metroid's the game I will drop everything to play. I waited too long. Metroid Prime 1 is one of my favorite games of all time. So like I waited.
I was gonna say Gabriel wasn't even born.
Gabriel wasn't even born, and it wasn't even a thought when that game was announced.
Not even a thought. Not even a concept.
It comes out the weekend of his birthday, so
sorry, Gabriel.
Sorry, Gabriel. I gotta play Metroid. You know what it is? Daddy can't make it to your birthday because
that's crazy.
Because Samus needs help.
Samus needs help. You got all the uncles here in attendance.
He'll figure it out. He'll figure it out, dude. Like, I don't know. No, I can't wait. I can't wait to play Metroid Prime. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah.
And that's rough too, because that's the same day Octopath Traveler 0 comes out, bro. They're killing me. They're killing me.
Oh yeah, that's right. Ooh, I might have to think about that one too.
Too many video games. That one's only $50, so that's kind of cool.
But, oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
All right.
It's technically a budget game. But we did play Kirby.
Yes.
We played it last night.
Yeah. All right. Let me go ahead. We can talk about right now. I do apologize because like that was something that like I had like prepped up in like a thumbnail. When it comes to me generating thumbnails like for this, I'm like, let's go with something that like everyone's like taking a look at, and we only capture it in like over an hour of like the podcast itself. But regardless of that, it was a fun time. Even though we were like
Turbo,
EP,
baby.
we were super EP for it.
Oh, bro! Once I started playing City Trial, I was wide awake. I was like,
oh, you locked in?
Like, no, I locked in, dude. I cannot believe it's been 23 years since Kirby Air Ride. Because it doesn't like it. In my head, it doesn't feel like it. But man, I'm old. I
feel it.
It's peak. Sakurai, I get it. I understand you. I understand when you want to make something other than Smash Brothers. I encourage you to make something other than Smash Brothers sometimes, because this is amazing. Kirby Air Riders is quickly shot up as like my most anticipated game right now.
Whoa. Okay.
It's so good. It is so good, and it's so basic, but yet so like they just refine everything.
Yeah. Like on paper, or at least on surface level, it doesn't really feel like much, but like it feels a lot more elaborative, and I feel like there's a bias for me to say that because of like the directs that we've seen of like how much they've actually incorporated. We're only scratching the surface, really.
Yeah, it's the old Castlevania mentality where you made the move, and FromSoft games do this too. You made a move set. It is limited. It's what can you do with that move set and design it around that.
Okay.
And that's what Kirby Air Ride is. Like, it's for people who are uninitiated, you literally just play the game with one stick, one button, two buttons in this game now, but and only one other button is just a special button. That's all it is. So really, you play it with still one button, but it's what you have to do with those like controls. It's like you have to jiggle those joysticks to do spin move, to attack. Your machine rides on its own. You only have to worry about left or right when you're on the floor, but in the air you have to understand how to like pivot and stuff, so up and down is necessary. The B button is the stop button technically, but it's also drifting, so you actually like hit the drift with it.
Yeah.
But also it's for power-ups. If you have the needle power-up and the ice power-up, you have to hold it to actually use it. Like, things like that.
There's a lot incorporated into that one button.
Yep.
Like, it made me question, like, how do they actually know exactly when to use it, like, during this scenario? I don't know. There's some wizards.
It's kind of... It's interesting because Kirby Air Ride is the most simplistic game to, like, learn with controls, but it's so hard to master. Once you actually understand it, you start getting in the groove of learning how everything works. That's why I said, like, I remember you saying, what the hell, that was chaotic. When we played City Trial.
Yeah, it was.
And in my head, I went, that is exactly the impression I get every time we play Air Ride. Because City Trial is something you have to learn. Oh, you play it over and over again until you understand the events that are going to happen. Oh, this event's happening right now. I should take advantage of what this event's doing for this reason. Oh, this is the map layout. I know that this area has specific items that this one not going to have, and things like that. Yeah, City Trial becomes a lot funner once you understand and learn it, which is why I'm excited to learn a new map, because that map is crazy. That whole underground section with the spider webs and stuff, I said, what the hell am I looking at, brother? There's a subway? What? What?
It definitely...
I had to step away, but I interrupt. I should go eat dinner with the wife.
Oh, okay.
Are you? Nice.
Yeah, gotta eat dinner with the wife, so I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay.
Bye, Mark.
Take it easy, Mark.
Bye, Chad. Bye. Mark.
I like how that's so petty. That's so petty. Yeah, Kirby Air Riders, man. And I'm just glad you can play as different characters, because I will say the original you can only play as Kirby. So there's that.
Yeah, fair enough. So now that I've jumped into it, I have very little experience with Kirby Air Riders or Air Ride, period. I now have a copy like years later. Never even like tried it out yet, but just for preservation and just having it on me. But I never would have imagined that there would be a new game for First and Foremost. And now that I've tried it all, everything, it's a lot to take in. I will say, as someone who's never played any of them, like the racing feels kind of natural to me at the most. City Trial takes a while, even though I've played an iteration of that, aka like Smash Run, so I understand what the objective is. But I will say that City Trial there is chaotic. You'll start there without really not knowing what to do. If you just know that, oh, pick up upgrades and just attend to anything you can just get your hands on, then sure. I think I need to have a better grasp at like the spin moves and just kind of like getting a feel for like the particular vehicle, but otherwise, yeah, it'll take a little bit to get used to, but I feel like at the same time it's pretty forgiving for that too, because when you clear through City Trial and they do the actual like arena mode thing, whichever is going to be the one you choose, they'll just curate it to like, this is recommended for you right now. This one in particular. So it's like, well, I don't know which one. Let me just go for that one instead. So I think it's pretty streamlined for those who are new to it.
I do want to point out that specific piece of the puzzle right here.
Okay.
I don't think I like that. I don't think I like how they handled the event, like the main like challenging part at the end of the City Trial.
Mm-hmm.
Because the whole fun of City Trial, in my eyes, was we're out here. Granted, the reason it's so chaotic is because you've never actually played the original.
Mm-hmm.
There's only 4 players on the original. They added 16 people. There's 16 in this one, and that's a little too wild for me, but it's still fun. What I loved about the original City Trial was that we don't know what the event's going to be, so you are trying to plan ahead and build this machine with all these stats, and you might have just screwed yourself. You never know. That was the fun of it. It was like, oh wow, I hope to God I had enough stats for this. Like the high jump challenge. You better hope to God you have enough wing. If you didn't have that, you're screwed. Like that's it. And don't grab that much weight, because if you did, your machine's too heavy. Like there's things like that. That's why I love the original. When we were playing last night, I noticed it immediately. I was like, oh, I just get to pick one of the 4 events, and I don't have to I don't have to struggle too much, you know? Like we're not all in the same event. That's kind of lame.
Yeah. So I guess they take a lot. I think they mentioned it too, explained exactly like why that was. It does take away from like that random factor of it, the factor of just simply unknowing, and maybe just geared it towards to make it comfortable for those who are building something very specific. If you can really think about that, I can't really fully explain like if that's like a good thing or not, but maybe it's just so people don't feel screwed when they do mess up. I don't know.
Yeah. I get that it's because he's focusing on the online play part of it, but it's like, I don't know. I hope that's not an option. I will forgive all that if we do local multiplayer and it's the 4-player split screen, and you can just set it to where it's just like whatever event, like whatever the last event's going to be, and that's it. If you can make that as a setting, I have no issue. Then we're fine. It's just mostly for like that in general is just kind of like,
I see what you mean.
You know, because like what I would have liked is if we get to vote on the event. That makes sense. That would have been cool. And then whatever the highest vote is, that's the one we do.
Yeah.
But no, they literally separate us into each of the events, and that's what we play. So that's my one big criticism. Other than that, damn, this game is a good sequel, man.
Yeah.
Everything feels refined. Everything feels faster than the original. Because all the ships that were in there, other than maybe like the tank, right now for this demo is the same. They kept almost every ship in the game. Demon Star still rules. I don't care what you say. Demon Star is fire, even though that is the most fragile like ship. I will say I didn't realize how much ship stats really matter until you play City Trial. In racing, it was all right, but man, City Trial makes sure like if your ship is weak, it's weak. You should learn to upgrade it, or like pick another ship, man.
Or if you find one just randomly, you should kind of be aware or be comfortable with what the stats are and see if you can play to those strengths, or just choose something else.
But I'm excited, man. I'm excited to play
I'm
the
really
full
looking
game.
forward to it. Yeah, it's really fleshed out.
Sakurai cooks every time when it's not. You mean he cooks with Smash, obviously, but he cooks a lot when it's not Smash either.
Yeah, just all this.
And
games,
they brought
really.
back the checklist.
The checklist, dude.
Peak, bro. I can't wait. It's gonna be like such a good game.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to play Hyrule Warriors. I have not played it yet.
Oh,
how
yes.
do you feel about Hyrule Warriors?
Hyrule Warriors? I'm feeling pretty good about that, actually. It's been like a good couple years since Age of Calamity. But
It has been 5 years now, right?
And
oh my
to
God.
be fair, I am actually really green when it comes to like the Musou games, especially with the spin-offs. So
I'd say I'm pretty green too. I only really play the spin-offs. Like I only play the Hyrule Warrior ones, Fire Emblem Warriors. I'd say Persona 5 Strikers. You know, like I really don't go out of my way to play Dynasty Warriors or Samurai Warriors, and I only own Samurai Warriors 3 because it's published by Nintendo on the Wii, and 2, it has a mysterious Murasame Castle mode from Nintendo in that game. Therefore, I'm like, well, I gotta play it. Other than that, I don't play like the normal Warrior games.
Yeah, so I mean, the TLDR is that a lot of these Musou games are about like 1v100. That's kind of like the whole bread and butter of it. What they've done, like with these like collaborations with Nintendo, have just been to merge like universes together and playstyles. And what I got out of that with Age of Calamity was like, yeah, another like expanded universe, a different retelling, a different perspective of like how like Breath of the Wild could have went out. And you're kind of getting that type of perspective in this game. So what I will tell you is that like when you start up that game, it will kind of get you through a kind of a lengthy like prologue of things. Seeing that Korok that's been featured in trailers, starting off exactly where Zelda had just dropped off, like traveling through time, kind of getting like a good gist of like how like the combat is, and then like later on you get that map of like how things play out, and that's when I was like, oh yeah, this is the Age of Calamity thing I remember. So
yep.
Yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at. Like an hour and a half in, now I have the map and everything. Just upgrading the characters here and there by just doing like these side reward things. So I think right now, I am drawn by the fact that like I feel there is a lot of polish like towards I guess like the individual actions. My favorite thing are these like sync actions. I think they talked about it in the recent trailer where you'll have two characters with their meters up, and if it's all filled and they're like closer together, they do like this hand animation. You hear that Zelda Tears of the Kingdom clap, and you're like, oh, I like that. But then they do this really cool like flashing animation, and they'll have like different button prompts depending on who's paired with each other. And I kind of like that aspect of it. Where it's like, oh, that's kind of unique. So it kind of asks you to just kind of diversify like your different characters. But otherwise, I think it's pretty fluid. Performance is solid. Honestly, it's definitely benefited greatly from like the Switch 2 stuff. I know there's been some like stats from like Digital Foundry about like how it actually like is as far as resolution and everything like that. So it's interesting. I'm just happy that it runs pretty smooth, like within the high end 50s to 60 frames.
Hell yeah, that's all I really could ask for. Because I know people had a problem with Calamity's performance, and like you could see it. It didn't bother me as much, but I get it. You know, 100%. I definitely saw it when it started chugging. I went, oh Lord.
It's like, ooh.
Talk about a game that needs a Switch 2 edition. But yeah, I do think it's interesting that this is the first Hyrule Warriors not made by Omega Force. That's pretty cool. It's made by a new studio at Koei Tecmo called AAA Games Studio.
Oh, that's why I saw. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a new studio. This is their first game.
That's insane.
So I know. And this is also canon, right? This is actually canon. And
yeah, this is weird because I think they've said themselves that in that presentation that this is like a canonical like follow-up and in between things. And I've had some mixed feelings because like I'm the one who will advocate for not trying to like listen to whatever YouTuber says online to like change how you specifically feel about it.
Yeah.
it does feel weird because I now think about it, I'm like, well, was this made after the fact of Tears of the Kingdom, or was this something that they may have had in the works and they were kind of discussing, holding off some bits of information so they could fill it in later on? So I'm kind of curious about that. But otherwise, I feel like it's following fairly well. I will let you know that someone pointed this out like online, where when you're doing the Zelda guide stuff on your mobile app when you're playing Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, Nintendo Switch 2 edition, there is a certain area that depicts a ancient stump, a tree stump, and it has something to do with that Korok character. So that's yeah. So I was like, oh, huh. I guess they may have like fleshed that one out a little bit more. So interesting. But otherwise, yeah, it's pretty faithful so far. It's just kind of interesting to like imagine like that because they are two different like gameplay styles and they're like still working together. I guess to be fair, like Kingdom Hearts is exactly like that, but yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait a minute.
Yeah, but I'm having a lot of fun so far. So
I will get to it at some point because I really do love the Hyrule Warriors games. I just need to find time.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm still running through Galaxy 1 and 2. Well, I beat 100% of it. But now I'm on 2, and man, I'm so mad, bro. 2 should have been on 3D All Stars. Like 2 like 2 sitting here and playing 2 in 4K HD looks so good. Like it's like I hate this right now, man.
But to be fair, I guess you wouldn't have gotten the upgrade if it were on like 3D All Stars. Well, maybe they could have like done something. They could have done something with it if they just didn't do that weird decision of like discontinuing it. But yeah,
it's very true. But yeah,
that's everything. Unless you want to cover like limited runs show.
We can do the quick show. Yeah, it's really just physical copies of games that already exist. Let me just grab my son real quick.
Oh, okay, for sure.
Hello.
Look at that boy.
I know. He's 11 months as yesterday.
Oh my god.
I know. I can't believe it. He's almost a year. Are you hiccuping? Okay. Love you. Oh, yeah, he's got hiccups.
Oh, damn.
But yeah, limited runs show. Let me pull up the list.
Okay.
Let me pull up what was actually announced there.
Because it was a lot that you were like mentioning. I was like, that's kind of insane.
There's some pretty cool things they announced. Some things that, there's gonna be people. I'll explain that in a minute. There's gonna be things that people are not happy about. And I kind of get it,
Mm-hmm.
Because it involves a certain developer. But let me see.
I'm pulling up the list as well. Well, this one's...
It's called LRG3, if you're looking for it.
Oh, okay. LRG3.
Over 25 new physical copies announced.
I'm still trying to find a headline for it. The one I was checking for was just all alphabetical, so it's like, oh, that's not quite what I was hoping for.
I'm gonna assume you were looking off Gamatsu.
Not that one, no.
That one's also in alphabetical.
Yeah. Maybe Nintendo Everything has something. No, that's also alphabetical.
Okay, well, let's do this. I already know what opens it and I know what ends it, so I'll just do everything else in alphabetical.
Okay. Let's do that. I like this angle.
Because so the opening, I'll have it right here set in front of me. So the opening, like what they did, they opened the show with, was the big, like, oh, okay, they're not screwing around. They actually have a new partner in tow with them. And they opened up with revealing that they now work with Capcom. And they're going to be the ones that do the physical copy for Onimusha 2 Samurai's Destiny.
Oh, okay.
which makes sense now. Makes sense now because everyone was wondering why that didn't get a physical, but Onimusha 1 did.
Okay. Oh, I remember this other one, but yeah.
So they opened that up, and so people are a little mad because they're like, "Why is Capcom doing this?" You know, like they could do their own retail release. I'm gonna be real with you. If they wanted to do that, they would have done it already. I don't think Onimusha was ever going to see the light of, like, the physical copy for Onimusha 2 was ever going to see the light of day.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And that's more strongly evidenced by the game that closes the show. But I will say, like, you have to remember, like, look, a lot of the things Limited Run does, it sucks. I'm not gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna front. All right, but I do want a physical copy.
I feel that.
So I'm gonna have to oblige. You know, I'm like, I hate it. I don't love it. It's kind of like the key card situation.
Yeah.
I don't love the key cards, but I want to play Switch 2 games. So I hate it here.
Mm-hmm.
But I will start talking about these in just going down the list real quick.
Sure.
Arrow the Acrobat Collection. That's actually really funny. I was really hoping that was a thing because they re-released all 4 of those individually on the digital, like on the eShop and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And so that's just a collection of Sunsoft owned platformers. It was a series that tried to beat Sonic, you know, anthropomorphic animal.
I see.
Being, you know, attitude with attitude. You play as a bat, and he's a circus performer.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty, yeah. I don't know. They're like all right platformers. They're not amazing, but they're cool. One of those in there, the Kamikaze the Flying Squirrel, that game is expensive as hell. So that's cool. That's cool to see on there. Angry Video Game Nerd 8-bit. That's really cool. From my knowledge, they're doing a Switch, PlayStation, and then they're going to do an actual NES cartridge of that game.
Whoa. I like that.
Yeah, that's it. So the game is actually running on an NES cart. But if you opted in for the HD versions, you get the original NES like version of the game. That's what you're playing. But also in between, you get live action cutscenes as if he was filming an Angry Video Game Nerd episode.
Whoa, okay.
So I was like, damn, that's kind of cool. And I do love the original 2 Angry Video Game Nerd games. They're challenging and they're bullshit. They're BS on purpose. That's the point.
Okay.
We've got Bad Cheese. Have you heard about?
No.
Have you heard about this game? Okay, it's a horror game.
Excuse me.
It's a horror game based on the fact that Mickey Mouse, the original Steamboat Willie version, it's public domain now.
Oh.
And so they made a first-person horror game in the style of like Cuphead.
Okay,
that has like the Steamboat Willie look, but it's like scary and freaky, and I don't know, man. It looked funny. I'm gonna be real with you. It looked funny. Broken Reality. That was a game. It looked all right. It looked like I don't recall what it actually looked like. It was definitely like I want to say it was like a Metroidvania, but I don't think that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the only one where it was like a indie where I really didn't know what it was. The Choaniki collection.
Oh, I see.
Is let me throw you the pitch. Let me throw you the pitch for this, all right?
Okay.
They're shoot 'em ups. Where you play as muscled men.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were only released in Japan for the PC Engine and whatnot. And they're gonna bring them in this is the same team who did the Valis collections. They're gonna bring them to the States in English for the first time, so that's kind of cool.
Okay.
They're pretty fun shoot 'em ups. They were not like the best, but like they're very random and very quirky shoot 'em ups.
Okay.
They gave us an update on Double Shake. I know that Limited Run is publishing that game. That is the game that is a tribute to like Klonoa and a very good N64 game called Mischief Makers. It's got like that 2.5 HD, that 2.5 look, where really? It's still a 2D platformer, but it's like Kirby 64 is the best way I can put it. Yeah. So they gave an update that it is getting delayed into 2026, but that's fine, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Another collection from Edia, the Valis collection team, is the Ernest Evans collection. I don't know too much about these games, just to know that they're like 2D. They kind of look like the Valis games, except with like a lot more story.
Okay. And
they're like more sci-fi-ish. They look interesting. I'm gonna pick it up because they're retro games. So you know.
Fair enough.
Here's a Square Enix game that was kind of crazy. Fear Effect 2. Fear Effect 2 Retro Helix. That is a Square Enix owned property. Yeah.
What the?
Limited Run is doing it through the Carbon engine, so it's just a port of the original Fear Effect 2 for PS1.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if Resident Evil wasn't a horror game and it was an action game. That's the way to put it, because it's still tank controls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. After that, this one was kind of a crazy announcement. People have been wanting physical copies of these games for a while. This is Fuga Melodies of Steel 1, 2, and 3. All three of them.
Wow.
Okay. These are I think they're tactical RPGs by CyberConnect.
That's insane.
Yeah. So they've been releasing ever since like 2019 or something like that.
Right.
Never got physical copies.
Never, yeah.
The Japan, you can import them, but they're not in English, so it's pretty crazy.
So that's a good call.
The next one on the list is Iron Meat. If you don't know what this is a Contra style game that's gotten really good reviews this year. It did get a physical copy on Switch already, but it was a European copy.
Okay.
So this is going to be the NTSC release, so an ESRB one. So that's cool. Jay and Silent Bob Chronic Blunt Punch. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's a beat 'em up.
Nice.
It's a beat 'em up based on Jay and Silent Bob. It's a sequel to the other game, to their other beat 'em up style game. But that one's actually like a retro game. This one's more like a new like hand-drawn 2D art by Digital Eclipse. I didn't realize they developed this. I was like, oh, okay. That's kind of sick. Another Square Enix game, but this is kind of a rare, this is kind of a hidden gem one.
Yeah.
Little Goody Tissues.
Yeah, that one. That's kind of a recent-ish release, but never got physical.
No, it never got a physical. I think it was like 2-3 years ago.
I feel like
I don't recall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. That's a cool one. I was like, oh, okay, now we're really getting into like the deep dive Square Enix stuff. I'm into that. This next one, my jaw dropped, dog. I couldn't believe they're actually doing this. Little Samson.
Oh, that one.
Little Samson's. That's a crazy pool. So listen, here's the thing. It's on paper, it's just a really good NES game. It's considered like a high tier, high profile NES game. It's got really good graphics for an NES. Good music. It's by Taito, right? Here's why it's crazy. On the secondhand market, Little Samson is the most expensive NES game of all time. I believe it's in the 4 digits to try to get a copy of this game.
Oh, I see.
And so they're gonna re-release it for only like $35. Exactly, kid. So yeah, my kid knows what's up. He's an NES fan now.
He knows it now.
He knows what's good. He's wearing a Nintendo San Francisco shirt right now, actually. Yeah, he's wearing it's got Link and Villager and Isabelle and Inkling Girl and Mario all running across. It's pretty cool.
He's got it good. He doesn't even know.
Yeah. Next on the list is Neon Inferno. It's being developed by the team who did a Steel Assault. If the way I can describe the game to you is, have you played Wild Guns?
Have you
played Wild Guns?
No, I have not.
You know what that is? It's like the Cowboys. It's a gallery shooter. There's not too many of those that exist. I think the list of that game is only I can count them on my hands.
Oh yeah,
of what a gallery shooter is.
Anaya's been keeping an eye out for. He's told me about.
Yeah, Anaya's been super into this. Yep.
Gotcha.
Next on the list, Pinball FX Williams Pinball Anthology 1. And they also confirmed 2 as well. So what this is if you ever know what a Pinball FX game is, they're very, very authentic recreations of pinball tables that existed in real life. And so the Williams stuff, Williams was considered like the biggest pinball manufacturer of all time. Like they do so many great tables. Williams is the one that also ended up, creating and buying Midway, who created Mortal Kombat. So that's such a really cool pool. Because I downloaded the Pinball FX on my console, because you can get a free version of it where you can buy the tables like a la carte. And I never bought the Williams stuff, so getting a physical copy where the Williams stuff is on there, hell yeah, brother, sign me up. That's really cool. And fun fact, the Switch version of this, you can play it Tate mode, so you can have the screen sideways portable, and it'll show you the full pinball table. Yeah,
that's cool.
It's pretty cool. Let's see, Prison City. That's a really cool one. It's from Retroware. It's kind of an NES style game. It's a new game, indie game, but it's done in an NES style, where it takes it takes a lot from it's a 2D action platformer, but it takes a lot from like Power Hand or Shatterhand, if you know what that is, and like Project Vice and stuff like that. It looks really cool. I've been eyeing the game. I was hoping it got a physical. Renane, I only know about this a little bit. It's another 2D platformer. It looks really cool. Sigma Star Saga Deluxe. To my understanding, Sigma Star Saga is a Game Boy Advance game published by Bandai Namco, developed by WayForward, and it's a RPG / shoot 'em up.
That was a lot.
Yeah. So WayForward's going to not remake the game, but they're going to port it with new content. And so I was like, all right, sick. That's a deep cut WayForward game. That's really cool.
Okay.
This next one, Justin, I'm going to have to give you clarification for, because you're going to look at this name and you're going to go, what the hell am I looking at? And this is called Slam City with Scottie Pippen Respect Edition.
You gave me the warning ahead of time.
Yeah. So Slam City is an infamous Sega CD game where you play with Scottie Pippen. I don't know who Scottie Pippen is, but he's very into basketball, and it's like a live action FMV game where you're playing basketball, and it's really bad. It's considered like a really bad game, but it's just funny. And think of it this way: they're selling it in the style of like Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, in which it's like they know it's bad. All right, we understand that it's bad.
Okay.
But the whole idea is like it's gonna have like documentaries and stuff of like why it's bad. What was the whole point of this? Like, so I think that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a trolley game. I'm probably gonna pick it up, and then we're gonna force Anaya to play it.
A Respect Edition.
I think it'll be fun. Respect Edition. Scottie Pippen, my boy.
My boy.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tactical Takedown. This just came out, by the way.
I was gonna say,
I think this just dropped. Yeah, it's a tactical RPG. It looks okay. I mean, it's Turtles, so like people are gonna buy it.
Sure.
But like I looked at it and it looks all right. Toxic Crusaders, hell yeah. I didn't want to do the singing thing because but Toxic Crusaders.
I heard about that one.
Is they gave us an update on this. So if you don't know what Toxic Crusaders is, it's actually based on an old cartoon.
Yeah.
It's based on like a 90s cartoon, which the cartoon itself is based on the Toxic Avenger, which is like a cult movie back in the day, like the 70s. And it's like one of the first movies that's unrated. So like it has a lot of like crazy scenes in there. But and it's by Trauma. Trauma is like one of the most like B movie studios ever. And there's like a whole history about it. The point is, this looks cool. It looks like in the style of like TMNT Shredder's Revenge. Okay. This has been known for like 2 years already. This game.
Yeah.
So the fact that Yeah, they're finally saying that it's coming out early 2026. So, all right, cool.
All right.
Next on the list is Turbo Overkill. It is a first-person shooter. It's a boomer shooter. This is the best way to put it, and I'm into that.
Okay.
You already know what it is. I'm into that bad boy.
Sure.
I'm gonna pick that up. I think I might option into the PS5 version and not the Switch version this time. Only it runs 30 frames on the Switch version and not 60.
Oh, okay.
And it's like a boomer shooter like that kind of needs the 60. I don't know yet. We'll see.
Okay.
This next one was the Ubisoft pickup. Wait, no, they missed one. This list is missing something, but I'll talk about that with this one because they're both Ubisoft releases. This list is missing actually 3 things, but I'll talk about those. I already know what they are. Valiant Hearts Coming Home. This is the sequel to Valiant Hearts. I didn't know that this was getting. Yeah, I forgot that this existed because Ubisoft put it out there and didn't say a damn thing. Like, what the hell? And if you know what Valiant Hearts is, it's just like a really emotional story about like a war, like about World War I, and like you play as different characters in that timeline, or like all different, doing different things during the war, and it gets really sad and emotional. I actually have a physical copy for the Switch 1 of that game that came bundled with Child of Light.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a Best Buy exclusive, so I was able to pick that up. It was pretty cool.
Crazy.
But the other Ubisoft game, that's a big one. I was really hoping at some point in life someone finally did a physical copy of this. And this is for Trials of the Blood Dragon.
That sounds familiar.
Well, it should, because it's kind of a crossover between 2 games. It's Trials.
Oh, that's why.
But it's also Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. So what this is it's a Trials game, but it's all like crazy action, like the 80s future of an action movie. And like you got like unicorns with guns and all the crazy things happening, but it's a Trials game. It's literally just Trials. It's been out for years now on Xbox One and PS4. They've never done anything with it. I will be copying this. That is a fantastic get. Xenotilt, which is the sequel to Demon Tilt, which is another pinball game. But this one's definitely more arcadey. It's definitely more like arcadey, but I heard that they're good games. So I'm kind of looking forward to this.
Okay.
Right before the show, they did announce East versus Trails in the Sky.
Oh, really? Yeah.
They showed off the collector's edition right before the show. They said, here's a small taste before the show starts. And I was like, that's cool. I'm going to get that for sure.
Yeah.
And because it plays like freaking Power Stone. And I'm like, you sold me. And then the last 2 announcements, these were the big boy ones, in my opinion. We got confirmation. They didn't show it, obviously. Apparently it's too early in the development to actually show it, but we did get confirmed that WayForward is indeed developing Shantae 7.
Oh, yeah.
And I love that they're calling it 7 because now with the re-release of the Lost Shantae game, we now have 6 Shantaes. So that's pretty cool. So Shantae 7 is officially in development. I'm in that.
Okay.
I'm into that. And then the final one, Justin, probably might be my favorite announcement. It's probably my favorite announcement here. And I'll tell you why in a minute. But that is for the Capcom Arcade Stadium. 32 games on one physical edition cartridge. Finally.
Wow, okay.
Let me tell you. My quick little thing here is I have an incredible amount of nostalgia for old school Capcom arcade games. Because when I was younger, I didn't actually play a lot of these in arcades. I'm not that old. I played a lot of these on my PS2 because I have the Capcom Classics Collections Volume 1 and 2.
That sounds familiar,
and I played those religiously. I literally like love games like Vulgus. I love the road, like the Roadrunner. Is that what it's called? Yeah. X-Eyes, X-Eyes, Legendary Wings, Sector Z. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool games on there. So when they, and this is a collection that's been out on Switch and PlayStation and Xbox for years now. Actually, I've wanted a physical copy of this since they announced it, but they never did it. They sold it a la carte. You literally had to download the game for free, and then you had to buy the game separately.
Right. So now
this is a day one purchase for me, and I don't even care. And so if they're doing Capcom Arcade Stadium, I'm going to assume they're going to do Capcom Arcade Stadium 2nd, which is another 32 games.
Oh yeah, that's right. There are two. Count two.
There are two between the two, so that's 64 arcade titles being preserved on physical cartridges.
Okay.
I'm in there. That you got me. And here's the biggest takeaway from all this. They have Capcom. Limited run. Please. Phoenix Wright is missing, all right? There is literally the first trilogy that never got an ESRB release here in the States, dog. Please let me add that to my collection. Don't waste my time, all right? I need those. Also, Ghost and Goblins Resurrection. Please.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Please, dude. That would be so sick to get those physically. And then my last couple of asks from them is ActRaiser Renaissance. If you're doing Square Enix games that don't have physical copies, that's a big one for me. And then you need to get my wife's final game on the list. You need to. Because the Switch will be home to all of her favorite games thanks to Limited Run. We've got the Gex trilogy. I've got Zombies Ate My Neighbors. You know, we're missing one big one though. She really loves this game, and I know my wife's taste in games is all over the place when I say this. And this is on the Switch and PS4, but not physically in America. And if you import it, it's not in English. That's dumb. Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. Why is that not physically?
Oh my god.
Why is that not? You know what I mean? That's pissing me off, man. If you do Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, you've done Persona 3 and 4 already. Don't toy with me.
They're almost complete with that. They just need to do the one favor.
Man. It was a pretty good show. I liked a lot of the announcements for sure. Very, very much Philip announcements. They're very much hey, Philip would know this niche dumb bullshit. But Little Samson is a close second announcer for me. Little Samson is a game I've always wanted to play, but I was never going to pull the almost $2,000 it goes for. So I'm really happy that I'm going to be able to buy a cartridge for my collection. That's a big one for me.
Gotcha.
As someone who just loves retro gaming. Yeah. I can't wait. There's some good stuff in there. And I just want to reiterate. I just want to reiterate. There's going to be people that are mad that Limited Run's doing a lot of these things. I get that. Because I'm not happy with a lot of the things they do too. These were never, especially Capcom Arcade Stadium. All right, they released that years ago. We were never going to get physical copies of these games. Ever. Without deals like this. So
it's the best thing next to nothing, you know?
It's better than nothing is what I like to say. Yeah.
True. And
then I'm not I was gonna say I'm not impatient, I can wait because I have other games to play. But yeah.
And I'd like to think that maybe just the popularity of Limited Run and potential deals here will not only have them do more and more physical releases, but it may also spur other third parties to just do retail releases just generally to see there's still a demand for that.
Yeah, I mean, without limited run, you wouldn't be getting Xbox versions of you got Yakuza in retail right now.
Mm. Yeah, I wouldn't have like those, and granted, that's because like I didn't have it like a PlayStation 4, in which case I would have had it like a lot of these games anyway. But now there's like other opportunities to have those.
And then there's like things like Gex. Who the hell thought Gex was ever going to come back, dog? Seriously, like no, really, like who the hell thought Gex was ever going to be like? And they're like, and it's not like it's a bad series. They're decent games, like, and that's like, it's so cool. It's so cool to just get them re-released on something, man. It really makes like the Switch for me, the Switch 2 together, like just all my favorite games are on one library. Like it's so crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and they're just easily accessible. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's everything. Now that we got everything down now. So, all right, I think. Yeah, I guess we're good to wrap up. Unless there's anything you want to like add in there, Phil. We definitely can like condense this to. It's still 2 hours, but we still condensed it quite a bit. Good idea, Phil. The Bouncer being remastered to all platforms and physical.
Wait, what is?
The Bouncer.
Yeah, is it? No, don't lie to me.
No.
I was like, that's that weird beat 'em up that Nomura like, or what's his name, drew, right? Nomura drew it, right? The PS2 game, am I thinking of the Bouncer?
Yeah, you can say you fantasized about it.
Okay, that's right. Oh, The Last Revenant, you brought that up the other day because it finally went on sale.
Yeah.
That would be cool getting a physical copy.
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
Limited Run is doing Square. I mean, Star Ocean, they already finally closed pre-orders for it, but like Star Ocean 1, that version's been out since 2018. So I'm glad it finally got one.
That's true. There's definitely a lot in the library that they could just like go back into and do physical releases for.
I mean, Capcom alone, brother, like all the three Devil May Cries.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Specifically on the Switch, Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition, because that specific version of Devil May Cry 3 has a mode where you can change his forms on the fly, making it play like a modern Devil May Cry. You can actually just kind of combo in different forms now.
That's cool. Yeah.
It's only on the Switch. It's only on the Switch. And I'm like, what the hell? I want that physically. That'd be so cool.
Gotcha.
That'd be so cool. Capcom Arcade Stadium 2 has the Mega Man Power Battle games.
Yeah, they got me. Uh-oh.
It's like, yo, I need them. I don't give a damn how, but I need them. We already talked about Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection.
Right.
Okami HD would be really cool if they do it. I mean, that has a physical in Japan and it is in English, so take what you will from that.
Yeah, I was going to bring up Kunitsugami, but they did get a physical for Switch 2 at the very least.
In Japan, but it's a key card.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm not sure how they would work with that. Well, I'll let them figure out the details.
Well, okay, to limited runs, they have already stated when it comes to, because they haven't done a Switch 2 game yet. They've not done one that isn't a collector's edition because that was for Raito and Sonic Racing. But they have stated up front if it's going to be part of their numbered lineup of games, it will be a complete on-cart release.
Nice.
If it is distributed by them, that is up to the publisher.
Okay.
They are only selling it through the store, and that is not that's not their decision.
Okay.
So that's the only difference. So for instance, what I was going to get at with Kunitsugami is if Capcom does Kunitsugami through Limited Run and they just kind of say, hey, Limited Run's just going to handle it, they could make it a distributed game and then they can release the keycard version, and that's how they get away with it.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, so it is up to the publisher's discretion if it is just distributed. But if it is an actual numbered game, it will be on the card.
Okay.
They said they already stated they have Switch 2 games lined up. They just it wouldn't have been this year when they start releasing them.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
But okay. All right. Let's go ahead and wrap it up here. So guys, thank you all so much for tuning in for this episode of DangIT Podcast. This has been episode 565. My name is Justin.
My name is Philip. It's tail time and hashtag Avid sucks.
Bring the bouncer. Hashtag bye everybody.